Well. Lizzo. Once known for her humbling story of rags to riches, the way that she plays her flute, and her vulnerability on TikTok, the main thing she's known for is her body positivity and how you should just love your body as it is in that state, because all bodies are in fact good bodies. Isn't that right, Lizzo? Well, what if I told you not everything is allegedly as it seems on the internet? I don't have to tell you that. You know that, right? I don't have to say that. We know many people take on identities on the internet and become, whoever they want to be. Something that is super popular at the moment is a body positive queen, aka the body positive influencer. One of the top identities that have been being acquired and at an all-time high right now in 2023. Many women who tell other women that you're perfect the way you are, no need to improve. In fact, obesity is great. There's nothing wrong with it. Lizzo, I don't remember if she says that actually, but many people in this community do. They believe that obesity, well, that's peachy keen. Well, Lizzo, our girl, our vegan queen, our body positive extraordinaire is being exposed. And this shit is not just a TikTok video expose. It's a full-blown lawsuit. I mean, which one would you rather have? A TikTok video about you that people are gonna forget about, or a lawsuit that if they win, it's gonna do things, okay? I don't want things to happen. I like a low, easy life and to watch the drama, which is what we're here to do. So what's going on with the lawsuit? What's the juicy details of this lawsuit? Well, the entirety of the lawsuit is what a lot of these people in the community, in this body positive community, would call problematic. Problematic actions such as sexual harassment, fat phobia, and being a big meanie. Pun intended. That's right, Coochie Kobe. That was a good one, huh?
Oh, big fat meanie. As if I really look like this.
Audience, panel, it's a thick one today. Okay, let's take this off. I wanna get a little comfortable. Sorry, Lizzo. I wanna get a little comfortable. This was just for the intro. But I will be keeping the boots on. So before we get started, please hit the subscribe button. I am trying to reach 700,000 followers, and I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but I can't do it without you and your little finger touching that subscribe button. And if you could, please, can you leave me a comment? And if you are shy, you guys know I love you shy people. You could just say, I'm a good noodle. Well, now that that's all out of the way, let's dive into this. Okay, so recently NBS put out an 8-page article spread covering the body positive queen who is not supposedly so body positive. So we're going to read that today. I'm also going to take away Lizzo because sometimes my camera focuses on the people I have in the back, but just know this is what she looks like as we're reading this, and I will occasionally talk to it. And yes, I'm putting this back on. I just got cold. You will see it pop on and off throughout the video because my body doesn't know what the hell's going on. Okay, so the article states, former Lizzo dancers were weight shamed and pressured while at strip club, lawsuit says. 3 of Lizzo's former dancers have accused the singer of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit filed just Tuesday. They also allege that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club, subjected the group to an excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. Okay, wait, I haven't eaten yet, and if I go past 3 hours of food, I didn't take that. What happened? So let's read that again. They are alleging that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer. So there's nude people at a club after a very excruciating audition. So they are auditioning at a club with naked people and false accusations that they were drinking on the job. I just thought everybody in Hollywood would drink on the job, especially if they're in a club with naked people. Sometimes you need a little alcohol to get to get it through. Okay, let's get in on this. The dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because a health condition, not a health condition because of obesity. I thought obesity was just fine. And also, I mean, if this is true, this is all alleged, obviously. Who is Lizzo to call out anybody for being obese? I remember back in high school, some chick had the nerve to comment, because my thighs were really big. I carry all my weight. I mean, down here, everything just goes down there. So when I was 180, that's where everything went. Some people don't even remember me being bigger because they were like, no, but your ass was so fat. No, that doesn't matter where it goes. It's still obese. Bigger girl, like she was obese to the obese. And she had the audacity to comment on how big my thighs were in like a rude manner. Lizzo, would you like to comment on that? She ain't got nothing to say. Okay, but it's still early, it's still alleged, but this is 8 pages and a lawsuit? I have stuff to say about that too. The suit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court and provided to NBC News by the plaintiff's law firm also accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team proselytizing to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex. Not in the Hollywood community, what? While sharing lewd sexual fantasies, simulating stuff with the mouth type actions, and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs. Ugh. Ew. You know those people that like have to know about your sexual life and they just have to know. The suit does not say if Lizzo knew about the allegations linked to the dance captain. Shirlene Quigley is the dance captain who supposedly did this. But the plaintiffs believe the singer was aware of the complaints about her, according to their lawyer, Rand Zambrano. The suit names Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Vivian Jefferson. I thought Lizzo was just her name. I didn't even think that she had a last name. I just thought it was Lizzo. But that's her full name, Melissa Vivian Jefferson. Her production company and Quigley as defendants. In addition to accusations of a hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit brings claims for religious and racial harassment. This is everything that Lizzo stands against. The suit brings claims for religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantages, and other allegations. But not every claim was brought against each defendant. The stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performance seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, while privately she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing. I wish I could say that I'm like, shocked. But we've seen way too many times the people in the body positive community just not be so positive, right? Like they're actually very insecure. They're actually not so, oh my gosh, life is so great. I love everyone. Believe in yourself, ladies. I love you. Like that kind of persona always just turns me off because it seems so fake. And then like so many people from the body positive community comes out to be these fake, very hateful people. Allegedly for Lizzo, we don't know. I don't know her. I'll never have a conversation with Lizzo, let's be honest. I am a YouTuber that has a producer that is a dog. My writer is a 2-pound chihuahua and my editor is a pug. I'm just never surprised when things like this comes out about those people that put a facade on the internet and say, you know, everybody is beautiful when Big Ed is walking among us. You know damn well that is not real. That is not true. The suit accuses Lizzo of calling attention to the dancer's weight after an appearance at South by Southwest Music Festival. Once again, if you have this image, why? Why would you even say anything about anyone's weight? Allegedly, of course. The singer and her choreographer later told the dancer, Ariana Davis, that she seemed less committed to her role, a comment the suit describes as a thinly veiled concern about Davis's weight. So, is it more of a, are you talking about my weight? Or did she explicitly say, hey, what's your name? Ariana, you're fat. You guys, before we move on, the girls are now speaking publicly. Not sure why, because at least for the weight claims, they are definitely going off feelings. They admitted it in a video.
Termination is that I had felt for a really long time that they were questioning my abilities due to weight gain. It was never explicitly said, hey, you know, you're gaining weight. Your job is in jeopardy. It was never that. It was very nuanced. It was very under the rug.
Representatives for Lizzo did not immediately respond to request or comment. Quigley did not immediately respond to request or comment. Efforts to reach Lizzo's production company, Big Girls, I'm sorry, the name is funny. Big Girl, Big Touring Incorporated was unsuccessful. Davis and other former dancer Crystal Williams began performing with Lizzo after competing on her Amazon reality show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, in 2021. According to the suit, the dancers were later fired. I should have read that with more Emphasis, let me do that again. The dancers were later fired. That's the one. The third Noel, oh, there's 3 people. The third, Noel Rodriguez, was hired the same year after performing in the video Rumors. Rodriguez resigned earlier this year, so 2 fired and 1 just left because of hostile work environments. Well, let's get to the Amsterdam club accusations. The trip to the Amsterdam strip club, Bananbar, didn't say that right, happened after a performance in the city earlier this year. The suit states that Lizzo's after parties were routine and non-mandatory. Once again, I'm sorry, I haven't eaten, I need to go eat dinner, but I'm filming this right now. Non-mandatory, not mandatory. So they didn't have to go, correct? Yeah, yes, okay. I feel like my comment section, this is why I usually read through things first, create a script, eat before, and then I'm more. Non-mandatory means you don't have to go. But according to this, alleges that those who attend were favored by the singer and had great job security.
Dancers who did, you know, have fun with her and, you know, go along with like what she was doing and, you know, be down for anything, that they were favored, they were hired for more shows, they were invited on, you know, like private jets.
I've been in those kind of situations where they say, you don't have to come to this, you know, group event, but the ones that do, obviously they're more favored because they're doing things with the family. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. There's more. Catching adult toys that were launched from performers. This down there. What is, okay, I knew celebrities were weird, right? They just are. Like, they have so much money that they don't know what to do. Like, they're so bored. They've done everything. So what else can we do? Let's go to the club, have performers launch dildos out of their vagina. I don't know if I have to censor that, but if there's a bunch of beeps, you know what I'm talking about. You guys are adults. I never said this channel was child friendly. Catching was launched from the performers' vaggies and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vagina. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breasts of one of the nude women. Davis declined, according to the suit, and Lizzo allegedly led a chant. Okay. So this is a cult. They started chanting. Chant, goading her to do so. After Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder. Catch the dildo, catch the, except they probably had cloaks on, right? They probably were like this.
Catch the banana, catch the banana, catch the banana. Who you got?
That's horrifying. The chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer. Wait, so did she do it? When Davis eventually acquiesced and briefly, I don't know if I said that right. Okay, I say things wrong. When Davis eventually acquiesced and briefly touched the performer, the group burst into laughter. I'm sure that's exactly how they laughed. It had to be like an evil Disney laugh. Afterward, Lizzo allegedly pressed a member of her security staff to get on stage and began yelling, "Take it off!" Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people who she employed. A week later, after a show in Paris, Lizzo invited her dancers to a club so they would be able to learn something or be inspired by the performance. What Lizzo failed to mention when inviting the dancers to the performance was that it was a nude cabaret bar. You know, something that you should probably inform anyone that you're inviting out. I went to one club one time by a very rich individuals that I trained for, and you get really close to, you know, your clients and whatnot, and the husband always had to try to impress me with money. And if you know me, honey, everything is from Ross. I am down for a nice $5 shirt. And oh my God, in my head, I was like, hey, these people are extremely rich. It's gonna be like a classier type, you know, club. They serve cocktails and, you know, there's just maybe one crazy crazy person that drank a little too much, but they're like classy. No, rich people are the worst type of drunk people. They think that they are untouchable. They think that nothing can hurt them. Weirdest experience that I've ever experienced, and I will absolutely never go to a club again. Oh my God, I don't understand how people, okay. The suit described the performance as artful, but the plaintiffs were shocked that Lizzo would conceal the nature of an event from them, robbing them of the choice to not participate. And now, the harassment claims. There's a lot of claims. The racial harassment claim is linked to what the suit describes as comments charged with racial and fat-phobic animus that were made by touring company employees. Okay, so not Lizzo herself. In one instance, the former dancers asked to be compensated for their downtime at a rate of 50% their weekly pay, according to the suit. An accountant allegedly responded to the request by offering 25%, half of what they asked, and scolded them for being unacceptable and disrespectful. Only the dance cast, comprised of full-figured women of color, were ever spoken to in this manner. And you guys know my opinion on like racism, like people always claiming racism. If anything happens, they think it's racist all the time. Same with like fat phobia. This is the same group that, you know, if you say anything against obesity, okay, you're fat phobic. You know, for me, it's true, I am very fat phobic. I don't think obesity is something that you should want. I don't think your knees want it. I don't think your heart wants it. So, I mean, if allegations come out with me and someone's like, you know, they start the TikTok video, they're like, Michelle McDaniel exposed, fat phobic. I'd be like, no shit, this isn't a story, we know this. The religious harassment allegations is connected to Quigley, the dance captain who also worked as a judge on Lizzo's reality show. According to the suit, she preached her Christian beliefs and took every opportunity to proselytize, it's on the screen, to any and all in her presence regardless of protest. I know what protest is. Protestations. After discovering that Davis was a virgin, Quigley discussed the subject in interviews and posted about it on social media, the suit says. And when cast members asked her to stop pressuring Rodriguez, wait, was she pressuring Rodriguez? I thought she was a Christian. Was she pressuring Rodriguez to have premarital sex? These Christians are crazy these days. I don't know, okay. And when the cast members asked her to stop pressuring Rodriguez, whom Quigley regarded as a non-believer, oh, she was trying to get her into the Christian faith, Quigley responded, no job and no one will stop me from talking about the Lord. 2 dancers were fired in April and May, according to the suit. Williams lost her job April 26, days after she spoke up at the meeting in which she challenged an assertion from Lizzo that the dancers were drinking before performances. The day before, Lizzo had told the group that they would have to audition again, a move that prompted what the suit described as an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal. If Lizzo was dissatisfied with their performances, the suit alleges the dancers would be fired and sent home. During the rehearsal, Davis was so fearful she'd lose her job if she went to the bathroom, she soiled herself. She just peed. Right there. She was given a see-through outfit with no undergarments to finish the performance. The suit says that's humiliating. When Lizzo raised the issue again the following day, William responded, saying the dancers didn't drink. We didn't drink, Lizzo. We were out here peeing ourselves and being scared we're gonna lose our jobs. You think we're going to drink something? I peed myself for this job. The singer then allegedly offered what the suit described as a mocking reply. Well, if you're not, then good for y'all. 5 days later, on April 26th, Lizzo's tour manager fired Williams at a hotel lobby in front of everyone. The manager attributed the termination to budget cuts, the suit said, which noted that no one else was fired, just Williams. Rodriguez then complained to the manager about the decision to publicly fire Williams. It was public, a move that Lizzo repeatedly raised with the dancers during an April 27th meeting, during which she told the group that she had eyes and ears everywhere. Davis recorded the April 27th meeting because she suffered from an eye condition that sometimes left her disoriented in stressful situations. Days later, Lizzo held an emergency meeting and had security employees confiscate dancers' phones. She was so scared that this was gonna come out, and it still did, allegedly. Lizzo became furious, hurling expletives at the group and stated that she was going to go around the room, person by person, until someone told Lizzo who made the recording. Davis acknowledged recording the meeting, said she wanted to have a copy of Lizzo's performance notes. When Davis said she hadn't meant any harm and that she deleted the video, Lizzo allegedly responded, there is nothing you can say to make me believe you. I mean, to be completely honest, I wouldn't believe her either. This is a juicy story. Look at us. I had to take off my jacket. I'm sweating. It's getting me. I'm stuck. I'm here for it.
I'm living for all of this.
Miss Quigley and Lizzo then took turns berating Miss Davis. After castigating Miss Davis, Lizzo fires Miss Davis on the spot. Before Lizzo left the meeting, Rodriguez told her that she felt disrespected and would resign. Lizzo responded by cracking her knuckles, balling her fist. That like old school 90s bully technique when they start balling their fists and cracking their knuckles in the middle of the, I don't know, middle school hallway right before they shove you into the locker and then the janitor finds you. Anyway, balling her fist and using expletive to tell Rodriguez she was lucky. After Rodriguez left, Lizzo raised both her middle fingers and yelled a slur. The suit alleges false imprisonment against Lizzo's production company because a member of her security detail allegedly forced Davis to remain in the room after the meeting ended so he could search her phone for the video. Dear Heavenly Sky Daddy, please have Rodriguez been led to save that video to the cloud because it would make this story even juicier, thicker, and quite funny, right? Especially since she is denying every single accusation. That's right, Lizzo finally spoke out. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually, I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are so unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. As an artist, I've always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performance seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make a hard decision, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be someone I'm not. There is nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think? This is an interesting story if this is all true. What I do want to say is, because whenever we talk about like with Jonah Hill, the Jonah Hill thing that just happened, I always see innocent until proven guilty. Like a lot of men will say that, but when these accusations come out about Lizzo, I see so many men saying, ha, yes, I knew it. I knew she was like, there's no innocent until proven guilty. It's just, she's just guilty. We have to keep in mind that this is a group that constantly plays victim. They love blaming everyone else for their failures. And we have seen many people in here lie or want to get back at someone because something didn't work out, or they said something they didn't quite like. AKA, according to Lizzo, these girls were not acting professional, therefore they got let go. Some of them say it's because of their weight.
Termination is that I had felt for a really long time that they were questioning my abilities.
We've seen this time and time again from many people in this group. Sometimes it's legit, other times it's just them wanting to scream fat phobia or racism because people will jump on their side. It's the perfect story to fabricate against Lizzo, and the majority of this group believe the victim. Lizzo has done this in the past as well to her critiques. She would blame certain things or criticisms on her being black or being fat, and everyone would just believe her because she's the victim. And you can't victim blame in this group, and questioning a victim is victim blaming in this group. And now the shoe is on the other foot. Now she's the supposed abuser and these are the victims. And many people that were up Lizzo's hefty butt cheeks sprinted to the victim's side and are believing all of it. If these come out to be true, I personally would not be surprised, but also I'm not a fan of just believing what people say just because they say it. I didn't believe Lizzo's whole act. Why would I 100% believe these random 3 people that came out as well? But the lawsuit sounds interesting and I am looking forward to sit back and see how this goes. Is the queen of body positivity as fat phobic as these women say, or is she just a weird celebrity that throws parties where Larry the Cucumber is getting yeeted out of a dancer's hoo-ha? We will have to wait and see. So on that note, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I really am trying to get to the 700K, and plus I'm really excited about the growth of this channel. I am seeing so many new people come on here and it's fun to talk to you guys. So if you want a better chance of getting notified with my videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and leave me a comment. All of my other socials are down below, along with my dog's socials, my producer, my editor, and my writer. They get paid well, and I don't force them to catch things out of someone's vagina.
Wake up, honey, I made you breakfast. Fresh coffee and bagels too. A new day is waiting for us. We got lots of fun stuff to do. Let's go to the zoo and feed the monkeys. I can lend them your baseball cap. Let's make the day a barrel of fun. Growing up is just a trap.